We're back, and I'm here with Jonathan Wiebold. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Sue Ann. How are you?
Friends for a long time.
A long time.
All right. So I know that you've been into the hypnotist, business for a while now.
The hypnosis business,
Hypnosis business.
Right.
And so you have an event coming up. But before we talk about the event, let's talk a little bit about how you got started in this.
Okay. Well, real quickly, like 2008, like everybody else, I mean, the world got kind of shook a little bit economically and you know, career-wise, everybody had to shift a little bit. And
you shifted.
And that's what I did. We shifted. You know, I looked for something that I would be able to do that I wouldn't necessarily need employees or a building or, you know, a PG&E bill and workers' comp and
overhead
that sort of thing, and overhead in a traditional type of business. So I bought a fifth wheel and kind of just went running around doing a lot of camp hosting. And then I decided...
He called it retiring. He retired.
No, other people called it retired. I called it unemployed. But anyway, so I decided to, you know, check things out, and I went to a hypnotist, and I loved it.
Okay.
I went to the
you
very
liked the
first
results
session.
you got from
instantly,
it.
instantly.
Good. I know you've gone
Sense
through a
of
lot
calm.
You've gone through a lot of training and through different programs and stuff, so
right.
that's great. So let's talk about this Friday night at the Elks Lodge. You're going to be having a comedy hypnosis show.
Well, we hope so. We
All
hope
right.
it's a comedy hypnosis
All
show.
right. Well, tell us a little bit about it. What can I expect to see if I go?
Hilarity. Massive
and
hilarity.
I believe that with you, John. John's a pretty funny guy
A
in
hypnosis
general.
show, if you haven't been to one, is basically a crowd participant show. It's unlike really any other kind of comedy or modality or entertaining where the audience really becomes the stars.
Right.
And you know, I'm just the facilitator of this thing. You know, I bring out the personalities of the people in the audience when they come up on stage.
Okay.
And so, really, anything can happen.
What if the person's not funny?
You
bring out the funny side of them?
We just kick them off. No, we'll make them funny. They can be funny. People.
I've seen your show, and even people who
She didn't come to the
aren't
show.
trying to be funny are funny.
Well, it's a natural thing. As cruel as we are, you know, people like to laugh at other people.
Yes, they do.
And
yes, they do.
that just kind of is a innate thing that we have.
It is, unfortunately.
So it's not that hard to bring it out. But.
So aside from your show, what else are there other things going on that night?
There is a pasta dinner. The tickets are $20. There's a pasta dinner at the Elks Lodge. And by the way, you don't have to be a member of the Elks Lodge.
It's
the public and public's invited. And really, my show is if it wasn't being held at the Elks Lodge with the alcohol thing, but it's a real PG show. I mean, it's a 6 to 60 years old. There's, you know, no profanity in that kind of. We're not gonna embarrass anybody, and we're not gonna let anybody embarrass themselves.
So, or if they do, they'll never know it because they're hypnotized. So are your show going to be on after the dinner?
Yeah, right. I think the dinner is at 6:30. Again, a pasta dinner at the Elks Lodge. $20 for that, or $10 for just the show, which is going to start right around 7:30.
Okay.
And I'd love to see everybody come out if you haven't seen one. It's a fast-moving show and has been entertaining in the past.
Now, the last show that I saw of yours, you had an assistant. Do you still have an assistant that helps you?
You didn't get the memo?
No, I didn't get the memo.
You better be there Friday early.
Okay, all right. I will be there.
Sue Ann will be my
early.
assistant.
Oh, that
You get
memo.
it?
That memo. Yeah, I did get that memo. I returned it. That's too funny.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a member of the Elks now?
I am a member of the Elks.
Very interesting.
And
yeah, I had never been, and I had said this on TSPN
right,
a couple
you
of
guys
weeks
can-
ago. I had never been to the Elks Lodge until I went to your brother's, reception there.
Right.
And
you guys joined, huh?
well, Dave wants to. I don't know if he did or not. He might have whipped out the checkbook that day. Who knows? But I know that he was going to talk to a couple of his buddies, and I see if they wanted to join too.
Well, Madonna's father was involved with it for years and years and years.
Oh, okay.
And so I was traveling for a little while, so I joined the Elks Lodge because, like a lot of Elks Lodges, they have RV space wherever you go, and you can just kind of pull in and stay at
And
Elks
it's
Lodge.
very affordable, the
Very
RV
affordable.
spaces. So All right, so in closing, John, let's just remind our viewers
Right.
one more time of this Friday's event.
Friday night at the Elks Lodge. Public's invited. $20 pasta dinner at 6:30, or $10 just for the show at 7:30. Be about an hour 15, maybe hour and a half, and we'll get you out the door and full of hilarity.
Yep, get you out the door feeling happy. Okay, for
You
now,
betcha.
we're going to transition over to Richard, who's with Sandy Campbell, and they're going to be talking about the annual home tour coming
Thank you
up
very
in Sutter
much.
Creek. Thanks, John.
1, 2, 3.